Hi, my name is Mark Victor. For those of you that know me or have seen my YouTube channel before, thanks for coming back. For those of you that don't know me, I am a rune reader. I work out of a shop called The Peaceful Path in Worth, Illinois. I really do got to do a video of what a rune reader is. I know I said I was going to be doing these Rune of the Week videos on a regular basis. It became an issue for me on certain areas. Bridget, the shop owner here, she did an expansion and a remodeling. So I could not get into the shop in order to do so. And I had problems doing it at home. Actually, like so many of us at home, I don't know about you, but I was getting buggy working from home. I'm done with work, 5 steps away from my kitchen table, and there I am in my front room, and my motivation went to crap. I actually lost track of time of days. I lost track of sleep. I was just sleeping constantly. I had a hard time, and there's like 3 marks I'd like to say that I try to have in my life. Me, just Mark, which is a goofball in so many ways. There's Mark, the spiritual dude. I try to do any of the spiritual work out of the shop. I don't like to do things out of my home because that's my sacred space. And then there's Work Mark, where I try to keep all this separate from that. Now, that being said, it's not a mask for each and every area of my life, because what you see is what you get with me. The way I act here on this YouTube video is the way I act at home, the way I act around my friends or around my colleagues at work. I don't dumb me down for anything. I do try to keep certain areas of me separate. And when I'm at home and working at the same time, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but am I the only one out there that went a little inward, a little buggy, a little quiet? I just couldn't focus. It was just mind numbing. So I finally fixed one area of my life. I got to go into my office. Thank you very much to my day job employers. The store is now done and remodeled, and she's back open. So now I can do it here, and I'm back in my element. So I am going to be doing these videos on a regular basis. I plan on doing this weekly for Rune of the Week. I plan on doing my midweek ass kicking, and I think we're going to get into some other kind of pagan stuff. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull a rune today. I'm going to see if I pull a card to go along with it. And I'm going to see what the energy is we have to look forward to work with for the week. That being said, it's an energy to work with through the week. This is not an astrology page or a horoscope. I am not a believer in your future being written in stone. This is just energy you have to work with for the week. And this is going to go personal. I'm not looking at political climate. I'm not looking at the health climate. I am looking at what do we need to get through the week. What's the best way to approach our week? That's the best way of saying it. That being said, give me a second and let me see what we look forward to this wonderful week. I'm loving this. It's time to play. I think, God, it goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about. I've got the rune Mannaz, which goes with our day-to-day worlds. This could be your friendships, your family, your day-to-day stuff, your work. And then I've also got inner child, which would be the South, the giant. I'll post a picture of these up here. And I love this. I'm putting the two together. And you know what? I think we have been in so much serious stuff, so much locked up in our own homes, so many things going wrong with the economy and our own personal selves. I think that it's hard to separate ourselves from all this. I think we need a little play. It's time to be the dumb big kid. I mean, like, you know, like I can talk. I'm like a 12-year-old, the biggest 12-year-old I know. But it is time to have a little play. I think it's time to change the way we approach things in our day-to-day lives. It's time to find a way to turn things we used to love back into things we love again. Myself with work, I hate working out of the house, but I gotta find a way to make it fun. Well, now I'm back in my office. And now it's like I get to read again here at the shop. I'm very thankful for that. And it's, to me, that is play. However, when I look at play, it's also on the spiritual side. I think we forget, so many people try to force things so much, whether it's learning divination or something new, or we feel like we got this great new book that we have to finish right now. Okay, so on the spiritual side, learning new things, it's supposed to be fun. If you get frustrated, walk away from it. Okay, come back to it later. It might not be for you at this moment in time, and you might be in your freaking head too much, so let it go. And on the physical side, we need to get moving. We need to get some energy moving with our bodies. Okay, we need to get, besides our mental, besides our spiritual, we also need the physical. And I'm a tank, I get it. I've put on what you would call the COVID 50 pounds or so. That's what I'm going with. My story, I'm sticking to it. We also need to get our energy moving on that area. I also know for sure I need to get my ass out in the sun. I need a little recharge. I need to get back out in my garden, my hands in the dirt. I think it's time we all become big kids again on a few different levels. Now, I'm not saying we don't take things serious. There's a lot to take serious out there. You cannot be serious all the time. You cannot be in turmoil all the time. Life's not good or bad, people. It just is. Yes, there's a lot of change in the air. There's a lot of fear in the air. It's an interesting time, but it's just another day. Because guess what? Tomorrow is another day. That's change. Look back in your life. 5 years, there's been change. 10 years, there's been change. Life is always about change. So, since things are going to change anyways, we're going to have to adjust the way we do things, find out what our new normal is, everything going on out there. We still have to remember to have fun along the way. Yes, there's like this social distancing thing and all. I learned that, all right, for me, I'm a hermit, and yet the universe decided to make me a reader, that I talk to people. Are you kidding me? I have to speak at work. Oh, great. I'm not a person that likes to be around people. I went batshit crazy at home. I am sitting there. I learned I need people. I need human contact. I need to speak to somebody. Hell, I need a freaking hug, all right? So when I look at this, it's time to change the way we approach things. We can either sit and wait for the world to stop changing. Let me know how that works for you. Because I had to sit back myself and think about it. Everything's changed. I can go back 5 years, 10. Everything changes. Tomorrow's another day. God only knows what that's going to bring. But we can do, how do I say it? We can't affect the way we approach it. We can affect our actions and our reactions. And God damn it, every year of my life, and I learned this growing up, at the end of the day, no matter what went wrong, my family could laugh at the end of the day. I forgot about that part. And I really got to dig into my living ancestors on that, which I really am very thankful for with that part. So this week, peeps, should you choose, change up your day-to-day life. Let your little kid out. Let that inner child out. Start looking at something through the eyes of the child. Hell, go stare up at the sky and try to figure out what the cloud looks like. Is it a bunny? I don't know. Is it a rhino? Who cares? What I'm trying to say is we need to have some fun again. Find a friend you can have fun with. Hell, there's many ways of being a big kid, and I think we need to approach life with a little bit of joy. Otherwise, because, well, we are do three things in this earth: love, joy, and abundance. Well, you can have the love thing going on, you can have the abundance thing going on, but where's the joy? What good is life if it's not fun? And yes, there are things that have to be taken care of. And yes, there is turmoil. And yes, things are up in the air right now, but God damn it, I'm going to have some fun along the way, because I choose to, and that's just me, the big dumb kid. Whether I am Mark the spiritual guy, Mark just Mark, or Mark the reader. Thanks for taking time to check this out. I hope this is some help for y'all. Every situation you have this week, try to have some ways to have a little fun with it. Thanks for taking the time, and I'll talk to y'all, well, probably Wednesday with my ass kicking, and I'll talk to y'all next Sunday. Thanks.